Alright, I think we're good now. Mic should be on. So, I'm not gonna post a recording of what just happened, but essentially, my mic just didn't work. All that really happened was I did a few Spreal encounters, all of them were normal, and I added Alhi to my team in place of Platimus for the time being, just to try it out. Because I was getting walled by Toxics, so I figured I should remove Platimus, or one of my Tems that gets walled by Toxic, and replace it with a Physical Wind. Alhi also has P-Jab to offer support, so that's pretty cool. That's about it though. We played one match. I was kind of focused on fixing my mic though, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I lost horribly. Alright, but we're back at it. Y'all can hear me now. And yes. You never played PvP before? How do you be good? Well, I mean, there's PvP in this game is pretty complicated, but it's a lot of fun once you get to learn it. I'd say first thing is to learn the type chart, so that you can know like which matchups are good and which ones you're gonna die to. And then I would say pick the first thing to do is just like pick a team. Maybe you can ask in like comp chat or the squad sharing on the Discord if people have a good team. Otherwise, under my team codes, I've only got one team there right now since I just reset it this week. But it is a team I made yesterday that is fairly easy to use. It's got a bunch of simple Tems. And then once you pick that team, just play a whole bunch of games. You'll be able to learn what everything does if you're really new. Like sometimes there's status effects you never knew existed. You'll be able to learn which Tems have what moves and what situations they might use it in. It's kind of like a trial and error period. You can't just be good right away. It takes a lot of learning and then practice eventually. It's like if you see a Tem like Adoraboros, a melee, because I'm using it as an example because I'm using one right now. It's a mental toxic type. It has a signature move called Psy Collaborator, where if it has synergy with a mental type, it has like the highest BP damage in the game. But it's also pretty slow. It also has the highest special defense in the game. It also has a coverage move with Inner Spirit. It's just stuff like that. It's not something you could go through for every individual Tem because it would take ages. But it's something you'll eventually pick up on as you play games. Like I see a Mawala here. I know that Mawala has two traits, Haka or Hypnotist. But I also know that Mudred has resistance and that mental types cannot be put to sleep. So I'm going to guess that Mawala is holding is Hypnotist because there are 3 Tems that cannot be put to sleep. Saw someone playing Munch in a Plus video. Is Munch good? Munch has always been really solid because you just kind of click one button. And that's, I guess 2 buttons. You play like a heat up and then you click Size Munch Wreck. Challenge to a scrim. Alright, after this match I'll send you or you can choose who wants to send, but I'll battle you after this, senpai. So he banned my Tox or my Crystal. I kind of want to ban the Adoro. Munch only that one-dimensional for low-level players. I mean, I've seen some really cool stuff like Stonewall actually gives Earthbound, so you get an extra defense buff when you use it. Then there's also, I mean, its other trait is unfortunately pretty bad. So it's called like self-esteem, and it can wipe a status effect after getting a kill. But that requires it to get a kill and to have a negative status effect while doing it. Only time it's really useful is if you're doomed. And Doom just got nerfed, so we're seeing it a lot less than we used to. So here comes the Moala. Very obviously, Hypnotist and an energy drink. Garunder, but the Garunder doesn't have anything it can do on this board. Because I know that it doesn't have a turn 1 electric move that it's going to use. Its best electric move is Defibrillate or Paizo, which are 1 and 2 holds. I think I'm gonna ban the Auhi next. I just got wrecked by a fire type. People get too hung up on clicking wreck when playing Munch. I hardly ever see Munch. I honestly don't know what else it can really do. I know it has perfect jab and helicopter kick and stuff, but you're never gonna use Earth Wave or Sand Splatter. So the only viable Earth move to run is Seismunch Wreck. And it does so much damage. It's just such a good move that you honestly can play around it and it's still viable. I think it's just gonna be Piranha into Owlhe for now, because Owlhe hits Madrid hard, Volphy. It even does solid damage into Tyrannak. Since he only picked one Earth type, I think I'm gonna go with Anatan. So if I can kill Volphy this game, I'll be in a really nice position. What move did Gialis lose? Helicopter kick. It lost helicopter kick recently. Back to double gash. Yeah, that's usually the best option. At least double gash got a power boost, so it's 60 BP now. Still kind of rough, but it's better than nothing. Double gash is possibly what this Moala is going to click here. If it doesn't, it'll have to click TKS. Oh, it's Clay Ball. Interesting. Running double gash for a very long time. Okay. Then you might actually just appreciate the buff to it. So my Zyzar will actually be faster than my Mashuk now. So I'm just going to Piercing Wheel into a uppercut. There's nothing on his team that wants to take that. He swaps in Volphy, that's really good for me. Tyrannak. That makes sense. A little unfortunate for me, though. It looks like it's Frightnack as well, because Rested still did damage. Or no, Rested procs at the start of the turn, so it just can't be wiped. Okay. Interesting. Black hole on the Mashuk. Interesting. That's a fairly high damage invest, Moala, it seems like. So my Zyzar actually has some speed invest, just for Piercing Wheel to outspeed some of my Tems. So I should outspeed the Tyrannak, unless it also has speed invest. And I'm not too afraid of the Moala right now. I'd like to keep Mashuk for now, because it's nice against Volphy and kind of Nesla. I'm really tempted to bring in Piranha, but I think I need Piranha. So I'm gonna bring in Owlhe. I know it sounds kind of crazy, and it is. When there's a mental on the board, but I want to hold off of Oshi and Turbine. Oh, we might see Volphy here. Yeah. Not surprising. It's also very good that I was able to get the hold up now. Alright, we saw Haito. So we're going to see another black hole, I'm sure. I'm just not sure if the Volphy is going to swap or if they're just going to double the Alhi slot. Because Volphy gives black hole synergy, since it's an earth type, and this Moala seems to have some amount of speed invest. I think I'm just going to risk it though. His only melee resist is on the field. He might just sacked, yeah. Not a surprising play there. He does have transient. He didn't click it earlier, so I thought that maybe he wouldn't be running it. Yeah, that Tyrannac definitely dies there. On the bright side, my Alhi can take another hit. Problem is that if he brings in Volphy now, my melee move is off. I can only P-jab, which wouldn't really do much damage. I see the Nesla though. I would not be surprised to see a transient plus Water Blade into the Alhi slot. But he could also just swap to Garender, which I probably should have clicked Rockfall. No, he swaps in Volphy. Okay. Getting damage on the Volphy is really nice for me, so I have no complaints. Volphy goes down, but that's okay. Worm Gaming, yeah. Zarzar's actually been pretty nice for the team. Turok would probably be better. It's not E-Custodian, no. Let's see. He's just gonna double the Mashuk, I guess. You have no idea who he is? I'm pretty sure that's Red Moon. Red Moon? Yeah, same difference, right? Gonna have to. Yeah. That's really bad for me. Been off Temtem Twitch too long. I haven't missed too much. A lot of the bigger streamers have kind of moved on to other games or other things. Dozer really needs more moves? I agree, yeah. Temtem Twitch is popping now. Yeah, it's good to see a lot of people playing it during the day. Every time you go on Twitch to look for comp streamers, there's never any English streamer. Yeah, I mean, when you were looking for streams earlier, I mean, that's kind of a bad time for most of the US folks. Because everyone's at work. You wanted something to watch while working? That's fair. So I'm gonna get Sludge Gift and Claybald here, and that almost certainly takes me down. Unfortunately, there's a Nestle in the back. I think the only way I win this is if he gets greedy and attacks Piranhians. Oh, Sandstorm doesn't even need to be DV. Still get Claybald though. Nah, he used it on me turn 1. Gotta slow down on my Mashuk. Yeah, he's got enough speed invest on his Volphy. It's a problem for me. GG's won. Two losses in a row and we get demoted. Sad. Alhi's not putting in work so far. Oh, I have to cancel. I have to cancel. I need something bigger on my screen that shows that somebody redeemed channel points. Alright, Senpai. You want to send or should I? Alright. I've not seen that border yet. That's pretty cool. A little platyped on the surfboard. You can see the sun rays in the background too. Good luck, have fun to you as well. Ride with Prime, thank you, Boxhead. I hope I'm not sure how. I'm just in the beginning process of getting the emotes commissioned, but hopefully they're done reasonably soon. They'll at least be done sometime this month, so you can start using those. Two-Vine gets banned. So we see some slowdown shenanigan options. It's actually a very digi-weak team. So I kind of want to play around Molgu. But I don't have a really favorable Molgu lead. I'm looking at if he leads Shaolant Hedgen, I'm in a really bad spot. Because I could use Hedgen to kill, or is Izar to kill Hedgen. Yeah, he gets to pick on Shaolant as well. Seeing lots of Stall and Ladder? Nah, Stall's dead. They killed it. They completely destroyed any chance Stall had. Cernif's actually pretty good here. I think actually Cernif plus Piranhiant is the best lead I have. Dino's running a cool stall team. I haven't run into him yet, so. Do we not consider blue screen stall? I don't. I consider that just a control team. I suppose in a way it is stall, but my idea of stall is just buffing up your defenses and either trying to take the game to turn 25 or just a raid boss and buffing its attack. Can't wait till next patch. It's coming soon enough. Didn't realize Winter's Call buffed attack and you were ignoring Yowler and killing everything else. Next year? Nah, you can only say that when it's like December. And it'll actually realistically be next month, but also next year at the same time. I just don't want to deal with Hedgen. Digis are pretty good against my team. All three of my Digi weeks are around. He bans the Molgu. Makes sense. It's pretty good against his team, like I said earlier. I'm not really even afraid of Shell Ant on this board. I think turn 1 I'm gonna just Nox Bomb and Water Cutting Lily the Nagais, just to make sure. Honestly, I could Water Cutting and Cold Geyser, just because I know it'll either swap out or that'll even put it in range to die. Nut Bar or First Aid Kit on Tataru? I like Nut Bar. But if they're both available, it's up to you. I know Nut Bar can go on a lot more Tems than just Tataru, so it's not always needed. His eyes are still kind of nice. It can take a Soul Shout from Nagais, or from a Shell Ant, or Nagais Fury if it's a full health. Didn't take the Earth type, so Anatan looks nice. Alhi still not putting in work. Maybe I should just put in something that's not weak to Earth. Also, I just realized after the subscribe, nothing popped up. It was supposed to have a new pop-up for that. I'm sad now. When I tested it, it worked. It still swapped it, I guess. It's kind of interesting. I guess if my Piranha had been faster than my Cerny, if I could have got Synergy Water Cutting off, and that would have been really bad. Piranha's still at really good health. I just double the Venk slot again this turn, and there's almost nothing he can do. Piranha's not even the threat here. He should be targeting Cerny. All he's doing here is putting me closer into energy reserve range. Ooh. So there's energy reserve proc. I wasn't watching my health closely enough to know if I live the next Soul Shout, but he'll probably just Inner Spirit anyways. Getting Venks down is nice. I didn't have any mentals to deal with that. I get another Water Cuttings with Synergy off before I die, and an Ice Cubes. Probably won't take the... Oh, he actually swaps. Very... Oh! He predicted that. Here, Aohi has all special moves. I actually like special Aohi. It's pretty cool. So this is a little bit of a problem now. I might just save Piranhans and swap into Anatan here to eat the double mental move. I probably should have clicked Water Cutting on the Nagais, just in case he does click Fury. it would kill. It clicks Emanip. Interesting. Wish they made Aohe like Nestle equal attack and special attack. Yeah, that's fair. Doesn't seem to be their idea of what they want to do though. There's nothing on his side that wants to take a water cutting +2 water cutting lily. So I'm just gonna stay. Oh, he just stay in and double. I don't think he'll quite take me out, but it'll be close. Oh, Synergy Fury. I think I clicked the wrong move on Anatan. I should have clicked Crystal Bite. So Nagais goes down. That's really good for me. I did click Heat Up. That was very greedy. Because Korish can finish me off with a water cutting. Or a Soul Shout, or a Water Cannon. And then Stout Shaolin can use Soul Shout. And there's almost nothing I can do. I'm gonna use Water Cutting and swap into Piranhians. It'd be nice if I could get the +4 ice cubes off, but I think the Water Cutting does more. Only one more egg move for your size munch. Nice. It's actually a very speedy Pocus. That's like max speed. Because Cerny with priority has 300 speed. Almost. So I think the Heat Up instead of the Crystal Bite from the Anatan might just lose me the game. We'll see. Like, I can bait out the Inner Spirit on this turn, and then bring Xyzar back in and maybe kill Pocus. But that's kind of questionable. ETC for your regular munch, gotta get him all egg moved out. Oh no. A regular size munch? I mean, ETCs are pretty expensive, especially now that like every single one is required to use the Luma and Showdown. So that even the lower value ones that people just weren't buying now have some value. So I think my Grumper's just missing Goring, which it never uses. I don't even want to know how much that one is now. It used to be like 5k. I still remember the days when Held Anger would sell for like free, and then it jumped a whole bunch. Oh, use Dim Mak on the Shaolins. I was expecting an Inner Spirit, and then he rests on Pocus. He really got me there. I think that's game. Very good predictions on his part. He's just gonna. Yeah, he still was running Inner Spirit as well. Xyzar does not live that. It could take a Soul Shout, but not the Inner Spirit. There's actually a bulky Shellant too, so he's Got some interesting speed tiering here on this team. I suppose he just wants this Pocus to have high speed, so that it can get quick slowdowns off. GG, Senpai. That play with Dim Mock and Rest was really good. You got me there. I think you had me before that, but that was my last chance comeback and you predicted it. The max speed Pocus threw me off as well. Outsped my water cutting lily. You're always able to add Lumas and Showdown. That was added just in this most recent update. Hope you didn't quit for no reason. You quit because they didn't allow Lumas and Showdown? Yeah, I didn't think about it. It was max speed. I probably could have one-shot it with the Crystal Bite instead of using Heat Up. Which I definitely should have done. Because if you had used Fury, I would have died, so. With the Waddle -2 speed would be insane. Is it just like a full bulk Lodal or something? I should reevaluate this team's type chart. Seems to have a lot of losing matchups since I got rid of Platamus. State of the game, yeah. It has its ups and downs. I still enjoy this game. Even stuff like the roller meta was fun. I was just starting out during the Slingshot Wars, so I don't remember that too much, but to me everything was new because I haven't played since the first island, and that was Arbory release, so everything was new and shiny. Roller meta was fun. Yeah, I had a blast running a horror team during the roller meta because horror was the only thing that could one-shot roller. Jason Chaotico. Seeing some really cool Tems here. Kaurin, Kapire. You mentioned Roller, here it is. Let's see, there's 2 fire types. There's actually a Magmut here, which is kind of interesting. Molgu looks really juicy here. If I just ban the Tukai, it's really the only thing I have to worry about. He'll probably ban the Molgu just because it's good against his entire team now. Yeah, there it goes. I didn't have any electric types though, so Tukai would have been an issue. I think my best bet's gonna be picking Owlhe first. Pretty much with Naga's super sweet tech over here. Just like absorb the water cannons, like Water Custodian, or just DA and just Earth Wave with priority. Running double 2 Vine. I see. Level 2 Vine seems fun, but kind of bad. I've said it before a lot, but 2 Vine has so many other good moves that it could slot over H-Slap. Aggressive Mental, yeah. Do you have some fires for like high pressure water synergy? Because having Prio on Naga is really nice now, on fast Naga. Just made the team. It has H-slap grandpa. Lots of wins then. Lots of H-slap shenanigans. Mushuk gets banned. Makes sense. If I ban Goulder, Piranian's really good. I need Cernave to two-shot the Ventil with water cutting though, otherwise I'm gonna be in a bad position. I guess I could just leave Owlheat in and just double the Ventil. Yeah, I'm not bringing Anatan into a double Earth on a melee team. It's just gonna be a dead slot. Zizer's not too much better. Or 2 Vine even. But at least they can hit neutrally. Okay. I think I'm just gonna hope that the Ventil is squishy, and I'm gonna Feather Galling and Water Cutting. Worst case is he doubles Owlheat with the Plague beta. I think Plague finishes me off here. It does Plague. It doesn't kill though. Brock Slander? I love Brock, but I hate Marathonist. It's kind of bad. So I'm gonna use Turbine. Turbine would actually get more value on the Broccolin. I'm gonna hope that the Ventil swaps. But if it doesn't, that's okay-ish too. Well, time split on the Cernave, that's not fun. The -1 Broccolin still outsped my. Oh, I guess he used Plague. Okay. Solve Broccolin stamina problem by giving a Marathonist. Now it's an even bigger target. Brocklin's just bad, unfortunately. We're back in the same situation. Where now Zyzer has to eat an Inner Spirit. No point in bushing because there's no special attackers or anything. It's gonna Pedal Dagger, get some chip damage off on the roller. This Broccolim's actually walling my entire team. It seems pretty bulky too, since he doesn't need to ruin any speed invest or something. This roller was actually faster than my Cernave. Yeah, there's the Inner Spirit. He wasn't taking any risks, he just doubled the size there. Ay. I'm not even sure Pirania can eat a Goring Plague. Or no, it's not a speedy roller, it's just my Cernave is slow because of time split. Didn't even use goring, so I could have stayed in and used synergy, water cutting, and they got damage on the Broccolum. Oh well. I mean, Piranha is really nice against the last two Tems, but the board until I get there kind of sucks. He could just bring a Pyre and heat up in my face, and there's like nothing I can do about it. Then a +3 base jump plus whatever Broccolum's got in store for me is gonna hurt bad. Need Horn too, Vine. He's just gonna use Quetzal, he's not gonna take any risks. It's a speedy Kapire, wasn't really expecting that honestly. Although I always just run my Kapire bulkier. Thank you for the follow, Edgardo. Why is Brocco working? It's actually got a really insane offensive typing. You can see a resin trap on the Piranha. That's actually good for me. Oh, it's even better because it just barely puts me in first aid kit range. The Broccolum... Oh, the Broccolum did OX. Guys, we did it. We stamina stalled the marathon as a Broccolum. If this is a... I think I have to Nox Bomb double kick the Broccolum just to guarantee it dies. If it's this Magma Soul Shouts and then Fiery Souls my Piranha, I think that would be game. But it is a physical Magma, and physical is the better set, so that makes sense. Bolt Geyser should one-shot it. If it doesn't, the +3... Oh, it actually does not. +2 Oshi does not even quite finish off the Piranhans. Even if it did, a double kick was coming its way, and my Cernif is plus... I think that's 4. It was... Yeah, +4 Cernif. Magma moment. I mean, Piranha's just got insane defense, too. There we go, first win of the day, yay! It worked? It barely worked. Excuse me. Do not get re-promoted though. Another level on our Tamer paths, we're so close! I wish it would let me preview like the Puket Hat short, because it only does the preview for the long. I didn't think there was a button to toggle it or anything. Let's see if we can get our 2 wins in a row today. right here so that we don't have to worry about it later. Gotta think what I can throw in for that Alhi slot though. That it's just not doing enough. I haven't clicked P-Jab once. I have no idea why that chat was banned. Or blocked. Yeah, so my team has 3 water weeks. Maybe I could use like a special defense Tem because I have a lot of physical defense. I don't really want to put a Doro or something. It still would be nice to have a counter to Toxic. You made your dad? Oh, you mean... Just use stare P-Jab for 6 turns? I mean, those moves give so much value. No, you just made his dad laugh out loud. You gotta read the rest of it. Oh, darn, Pookie learned another move. I gotta swap that out so I can just click F. Oh, we got a match. Alright. We'll give Owlhy a bit more of a chance. It hasn't wronged me yet, it just hasn't done enough. I think I might be getting a little too lost in the sauce, as they say. Trying to really focus down on the defense dropping aspect of the team. Like Owlhy, I mean, it's really good when it gets like a just an Oshi off in general because Bruiser makes it so much stronger. Like the team as it is, I'm dealing with too many monotypes. I think I should just swap Zyzair for Turok for the wind. It doesn't change the type chart at all. Mashuk gets banned. I really don't like to face Inky. I mean, I still have Zyzair, but there is Shallant, so it would give it Welcomer boost. Hello, Mask. Welcome back. I'm just gonna ban the Hedgen for now. Hedgen's annoying for me. He's got blue side, so I can see what kind of lead he wants to pick. He'll either have to pick... Yeah, he just picked Shallant because it's such a flexible lead. If I pick Mulgu to counter it, then I just get T-striked by Inky. If you remember, what do I think about your team? I like the team. The concept's really fun. It looks like it just insta-loses to Digi-Aggro, though, which is kind of a downside, in my opinion. If you're okay with matchup fishing just a little bit, I'd say it's fine. I think this is basically my only play. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there were like 5 digi-weeks. I know you had like electroquation stuff, but that's still just a little too much in my opinion. Yeah, this is just gonna be a rough lead. It's gonna be a really rough lead. Dizar gets banned. That's my best counter to the Inky, so he's just ready to sweep with it. Hopefully he doesn't have more than the 3-turn rotation. Even if he does, it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's kind of what you end up with the slowdown team. You just, because you're forced to stack mentals for synergy. You could try like a speedy support Volgon or something maybe, but I mean, Volgon really is only able to support the physical side with stare and beef up, so it's not nearly as good. I think I'll just have to force a board with 2 things super effective against Inky on it. Actually, this is a Kaleidoscope Gario as well, so he can get 2 turns of evasion on his Inky if he wants. Which is very unfortunate for me. I don't have anything that can take a T-Strike plus a Soul Shout. Nothing at all. Mogu takes like 80% from this, and then Soul Shout just does whatever's left. Yeah, that does nothing. The best time for the last 3 in the back is going to be the Owlhe. So if by some miracle Piranha lives the T-Strike, I can get a +4 Ice Cubes off and Synergy Water Cutting, and that should kill, but I'm pretty sure Piranha dies to the T-Strike. I don't think there's any world where it lives. I don't even get Synergy because it's max speed Inky. Yeah, Piranha just dies. I should have banned the Inky. Yeah, that's like a no offense invest Shell Ant as well. It's just meant to eat the hit turn 1 and let its ally Tem carry. Sweatband Inky over Pan Sunscreen. Oh, yeah, that's a fair point as well. I didn't even notice. He's swapping the Inky. Yeah. I should just FF. I don't stand a chance in the slightest. Tuvine gets 1 shot. Shell Ant's faster than me. No, it actually lives. That's right. It's no offense invest. Diabolo. Yep. Sorry. I'm just that one. I lost in pick ban. Nobody's playing offense in this game. That guy was just playing offense. Oh, like hyper offense. We're gonna take a bit to team build here. Well, I mean, I didn't stand a chance that game anyways, but the Diabolo was just salt in the wound. Typical Turok set. What's base speed? 2 Vine? 79. I'll speed tie it. You can make showdown Tim's Luna? Yes, that was just added in the newest updates. Let's see, fake beard's available. So we'll do that and then just go up to 61 stam. Gotta have it perfect in all ATC, that is correct. Alright. So I saw the triple water weakness. I think what I want to add here is a toxic type. Hello PJ, welcome. You know, I tried Garunder before, but it didn't really work out well. Maybe I should give it another try. Have to be the OT. Well, OT or Soulbound. But it's a bit unfortunate because I had this Luma 2 Vine of mine. I bought it perfect off the auction house. But I had to soulbind it just so I could use it Luma. But it's fine because it unlocks every 2i evolution Luma. Pretty cool. Grunder's the main reason you run 2 crystals on your team? Yeah. Just trying to think how I can avoid type stacking too badly. Thank you for the follow, Feynman. I've heard your name pronounced Feynman and Feynman, so I'm not really sure which way. I always think it's Feynman. I guess if you say it faster, it almost sounds the same either way. I'm just gonna try out Garunder again. It fits the point of the team, so. Nox Bomb. I like the clay ball coverage. Plus getting speed down is nice. Actually, Venomous Claw is kind of interesting. I never even thought about on-demand priority for Garunder. I'm not gonna use it, but it's there. The way you say is how I say it. I don't know if I've heard you say it, but I suppose that's true. Good old energy drink on Garunder. I'm not sure if I want to run Paizo on this Garunder. I kind of want to run Beef Up instead. Paizo's a bad move when I only have 1 Earth synergy. I can also save on stamina if I do that. I don't need that much, just 61. We'll try this for now. It's changed. Alright, let's get back in there. Can't make my Mashuk Luma yet. Guess I just gotta wait until the game decides to fix that little bug. We hit 100 on our Spreo radar, so we got 5 times Luma chance now. It'd be crazy to replace Brock with Tutu. I mean, they both serve completely different roles, so I'd have to see the rest of the team, but I really like Tutu. If you have a melee wind core, I'd say it's probably the best. Calling 189 Luma, that'd be cool. Just getting a Luma in general would be nice. You know, I heard the little Pookie noise and I'm like, does somebody follow? No. It's just I actually looked at Pookie's way. 2 wind and 2 melee, so you're tempted. Yeah, that sounds reason enough to at least consider it. Try it out for a couple games. If this stuff doesn't work, you can always change it up. And by adding Turok to the team, we remove one monotype, so we have a bit more coverage now. So maybe that'll make a difference. So far I really like Piranha and Cernith though. Like besides Toxics, they just are so threatening. Even though Cernith's attack is awful. Base 60. I mean, after a settling boost, it's a lot better. And there's not really a whole lot of fires to worry about right now because water's still a really popular type this meta. That just means the Toxic's more popular though to counter it. I suppose winds are like always a safe type to run. Like you could almost run a wind Toxic core and probably do really well. I guess you'd need some electrics on there because you'd get walled by wind, but I don't know. Maybe my next monotype team I should build, it would be wind. I know the common monotype wind team is just all the 2i evolutions, Alhi and Barnshi, just because it's all the burbs. But I really like Saku. Did I even queue up? What? Okay, my bad guys. FUD, stay away from mono crystals. Oh, no guarantees there, Rezo. Remember I had some success and really enjoyed mono earth, so... Use John's mono win team. Ah, John. I feel like that's a familiar player. Oh, we're facing Platt. I'm glad I have the extra wind coverage now with Turok. I feel like the Cycrox is new, but maybe it's not. I do want to ban the Calibus, because that's really his best counter to my Turok. I know he'll probably just lead a Toxic and then his Shuin, but I have options. Yeah. I think I just go Mashuk Turok. I was on the wrong end of this Mimit before, so I'm just gonna ban it now. Anatan goes down. That's not great for me. It was really good against Nidrasil. I'm gonna pick Piranhians, just because it at least has Nox Bomb, so it can hit Nidrasil, and also Energy Reserves is a very threatening trait. Pick the Dora into Turok. I think it's Strange Vestadoro. It's reactive Vial as far as I remember. What I want to do is P-Jab Stone Ball, but I'm not sure if that does more than Uppercut Stone Ball onto the Shuin. Different team than you fought him yesterday. It looks very similar, if not the exact same, to the one I saw him running during the league draft tournament or whatever. Oh well. This at least covers for swaps. Rock's hurting. Shook didn't like that either. Unfortunately, my Shook does not quite have enough health to take another one. Luckily, Shween goes down. No deluge shenanigans. This latter team yesterday was different. Had more toxics, and a spooter. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. I mean, spooter's really cool. I wonder if I haven't actually experimented with Arachnite in this meta, but a bulky bruiser adaptive Arachnite might be good. I know I was running that a meta or two ago on a Temtem team. It was pretty cool. I don't have my fire, so I can't swap in Anatan for Rockfall synergy, which I'd love to do here. I think I just P-Job Feather Gatling. I know that I could get the boost with Turbine and do something else with Turok, but this is what I want to do. It did nothing. I guess it's a jack of all trades, yeah. Oh, he switched it to Nutbar, so it's no longer reactive. Ugh. Denigrate, that'll take both of these out. Ugh, okay, it doesn't take Turok out, but that's almost worse. Amalgo's calc to outspeed base Turok, which also outspeeds base Adoro. But I can't say for sure if it'll outspeed this Adoro. I'm not too afraid of the Balash at this point. I'm more worried that the Adoro is going to run through the game. I mean, if he wants the Turok dead, he'll just C-spikes it. So there's no point in me turbining. I won't outspeed. But if he ignores, then that's better for me. Swapped out Adoro to Yaller, get a hold off. Yeah, actually I'm surprised that the Yaller's not holding Nutbar. Yeah. That takes Turok down. It's actually kind of close. I guess that's the difference in me running attack versus HP on Turok. I think I would have lived otherwise. Maybe I should swap that around. For the rest of the stream, people watch the VOD, you better make that win rate at once. Hold on, I thought you... Whose team are you on here, laddie? Yeah. I'll do my best, though. I just click sacrifice on your Tutu. Was it a Lowaddle and he forgot that Seppuku got reworked? Yeah, here comes the mom's lunch that Splitter doesn't work on. Yeah, I should have predicted that. That was a pretty obvious play. Building blocks bear. That's... Yeah, that makes sense. Allergic spread. This Idrisil is just the bane of my Splitter Molgu's existence. Yeah, even after resting, Mogu barely has any stamina. Yep, there's the building blocks. Yeah, I think I just lose here. I remember now. The Cycrox, he had Acronox before. Which means I could ban a Doro and Mashuk would be threatening. So this is better for him. I see he's definitely making toxic work still. Yeah, even just one defense boost. And the Yowler's just a monster. I mean, the Ninja still can't touch really either of these Tems. Oh, the Bark Shield too. Salt in the wound. I'm not gonna draw this out. The game's over. Maybe I should have forced the Anatan pick. Because Anatan was super effective against almost everything on that team. I mean, honestly, Grinder just doesn't feel great. Try a couple more games with it though. It's like my team's almost too mid-rangey because the slower, bulkier teams can win, and the hyper aggro teams still win. So it's like this team just beats other mid-range. In the last 2 days I played with it, I was having really good success. I ended the day with like a 7-3 and 8-2 win ratios. Now we're 1-4. I haven't seen a freeze team though, so that's kind of nice, not having to worry about it. Maybe I should see if I can make the Contemplation Doppelganger Brooch Tutsu work on this team somehow. Or I make a team around it. I haven't faced that many Digi-Aggro, I don't know if I really have to build around it too much. Because right now the Garunder edition actually helps against Digi-Aggro because it resists electrics and can hit Digis super effective. It's also got really high special defense. Only have to worry about like Crystal Bites Albions and stuff. Which you do see sometimes. I've also seen a couple like melee Digicores around even after the harmful microwaves changes. But that one's kind of bad for me too. It's like all Digi-Weaks. But it completely wrecks anything that's not running enough Digis. Lament is actually probably still pretty good this patch. Bulky Digi can hit stuff hard enough. Just doesn't die. Wonder how you're gonna be placed after not playing so long. I think I heard Decay only works when you're in like Diamond, so might not be too bad. Diamond and above, that is. Especially if you win a lot of games in your placements. I'm in queue this time. It's a bit slow. Let's see. I haven't had any games where Anatan's doing much. Maybe I should just drop the Anatan. It's one of the only Earth types that doesn't need, or one of the only Fire types that doesn't need synergy though, because most of them either need neutrals for Quetzal or waters for Lava Wave. Got a match though. Gaby. Another faster looking team. So right off the bat, I am a bit worried. Very interesting ban on the Molgu. Ban Hedgen. It's really the only thing Molgu's gonna do fantastic against. He's got Oshiara and Nesla. Maybe he was afraid of like a Mashuk Molgu lead and thought that Mashuk could be the Molgu would be more of a problem than the Mashuk. Even though Mashuk hits, you know, most of his team super effective and completely walls his other Mashuk. I'm picking Mashuk with something here. It's just such a good pick into his team. Yeah, he picks the flank. Hello, Kip. Welcome. Having a bit of a rough day today with win rate wise. Trying to make a few edits to refine the team. I think the only play is to go 2-Vine here. Because if I go either of these two, he just picks his own Mashuk, and I can't threaten it with mine. Or that the other time I would pick, so yeah. This side can at least P-Jab and Feather Gatling to deal some damage. Not afraid of Oshiara, I've got lots of resists. I need more Lumas on the team. My Mashuk is actually perfect, it's just the game's bugged out, and since I just added the ETCs to it today, it probably isn't updated or something. I'd love to get a Luma Anatan, but I have failed at every egg I've hatched. So, been rough in that department. I think I banned the Volphy. Make an SV and put it back. An SV or a TV? I can do a TV, but an SV is not gonna be fun. TV? Okay. I'll have to do that after this game then. Radiant will be nice. So will Anatan. Threatens both of his crystals, can hit Nessa super effective. It's also a decent swap in to move flank if I need to at any point. There's 2-Vine behind, which I think I just pick Garunder. If I can kill Chimerian, I'll be in a pretty nice spot. Alright, so P-Jab CPG does not kill. If it's a Tireless Mashuk, it might kill. If P-Jab Feather Gatling. But if not, if it's a parry or Mashuk, PJ Feather Gatling will not kill. So it'd be better to CPG to cover for the Nesla swap. It looks like a faster team, so it absolutely could be a Tireless Mashuk. It probably is. So I'm gonna risk the PJ Feather Gatling. I am determined 2-Vine, so that's not too bad for me. Steel Charge doesn't do too much damage. 2-Vine's defense is insane. So this will be pretty close, I think. Oh, it does kill. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, if that was a parry or Mashuk, it would have lived 100%. Getting Mashuk out of this game, turn 1, super nice though. It beats like my entire backline. Let's see, so he's baiting in double toxic moves or something. I'm pretty safe to waste water. I think I can just waste water CPG. Oshiara dies, Nesla dies, Shimerian takes insane damage. So he's just gonna try and kill 2-Vine, which makes sense, but I don't think Tsunami plus base jump kills. Oh, he's going for Mashuk now. Interesting. Darn, I didn't even need to double. Oh, it's bait. I did need to double. I was gonna say that because the Toxic Tick would have finished it off. This is just a full aggro team, by the looks of it. Held Anger is up on the move flank now, so that's something to watch out for. Kind of just want to double the move flank at this point. If I can kill move flank and get a board where the Chimerian can't swap for the Nesla, then Anatan can one-shot Chimerian and Garender can 1v1 Nesla. We're gonna see a Bastille Charge now. No, I held Anger. Tutu was the right pick. This Tem is cracked. Yeah, Tutu's pretty cool. I mean, he's just faster with his Tems. I mean, this is just fine though. This is essentially the situation I wanted to create. Move like OX is if it clicks a move. Chimerian. Honestly, I can kill my Piranha tier if it stayed in. Actually, I couldn't kill. A Front Whip wouldn't. Nox Bomb. Not enough to kill Nesla. A little sad. No reason not to Crystal Bite and Ice Cubes. Yeah, no double in from the move flank. Chimerian kills this Anatan. Plus the move flank has to be fast enough to survive a... or to outspeed my Piranha with ice cubes if it wants to get a held anger off. I think it OXs and dies even if it clicks the move. But based on how much damage Aquatic Whirlwind does, Anatan would live pretty healthily. Doesn't outspeed anyways. He had to try though. Good game to Gaby. Alright. I'm going to take a real short water break. I'll be back in like a minute, maybe two. Didn't realize that my water bottle was empty when I started streaming. Yeah, so I mean, Grinder didn't really get to shine that game either. No, Pookie, stay. Stay, Pookie. I hope that there's another Pookie side park sometime. I'll try and farm a whole bunch of them. This is one I recently bought off of... I bought from Starless, and she just needed a little bit of cash, and I was like, I had my Luma Chubby following me for a while. I'm like, well, Chubby's kind of, or wow, the Pookie's kind of the channel mascot, or at least it will be once I get my emotes. So, what's the OT? I think it's actually yours, Kip. There it is. It still has full fart too. So I am in queue. Started getting used to faster queues. Did anyone watching the stream tried out the team code I posted yesterday, or tried out yesterday and is on the side of the screen? Curious if anyone had any feedback, maybe. It's not a perfect team by any means, but it's at least another option outside of the presets on Temtem Showdown for people to try out. Got a match. Another match against Plat. Tuvine gets banned. So what can I do differently? If I ban Shuin and pick Anatan, that might be the best play. If he picks Nidrasil, that's even better. Because I can get a heat up, chains hit off before I can get a Bark Shield. Unless one of these, this is like a Schween's Horn Cycrox or something goofy. That should be alright. A little tempted just to pick Piranha just to get some H-Lap synergies off, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm very curious what kind of set this Cycrox is running. Maybe, you know, I'm gonna pick Grunder because Grunder can't be toxic. If this is a Doom Cycrox, I can just defib my own Anatan to push it off because of the isolate. And the only thing that's super effective against Grunder is his Valash, which doesn't want to sit in front of an Anatan at all. I can also beef up my Anatan because Anatan's slower, so definitely best pick. It'll have a like next to useless turn 1, but I can at least like Clay Ball something, lower its speed. If he picks Adoro, I'll use Clay Ball on the Adoro, just so that I can outspeed the Adoro with my Grunder. Might actually be nice and come in handy. He picks the Yowler though. If this Yowler has Toughen, it'll be an issue. Last game it revealed Clinch, Savage, and Hibernate. So I'm assuming it has Winter's Call, which would mean no Toughen. But if it's running Toughen instead of Winter's Call, then it could be a big issue. I think I'm gonna ban the Adoro now. I'm sure we'll see a Mashuk ban, but then Turok's really good. Yeah, there's the Mashuk. I just have to be really careful not to let his Mimic get the Turok. Because then he would have an Earth type to deal with my Anatan. Even if he gets Piranha, I don't think that's too bad. Because I'm pretty sure this Mimic's like bulk invests, not offensive at all. It's pretty much a free heat up turn. I'm gonna Clay Ball Grunder, or Yowler, just because slower Savages is good. I don't want Anatan OXing if it doesn't have to. Kinda crazy, I'm trying to plan to outspeed something with my Anatan. But when everyone's running slow stuff, it makes enough sense. It's nice to not have to worry about Toxic Skin from Calibus anymore. Toxic Farewell's really bad on it, honestly. Everyone's just gonna be running Mucus, so I'm sure that's what this is. I suppose it's thematic though for the squid to have Toxic Farewell. Because like they always like ink away or whatever. If it's like toxic ink. Platt must be planning the entire game from turn 1 here. Or maybe he's hopping into stream to see what kind of moves I got on my Garunder or something. Because he could swap in Mimit, steal my Garunder, and then get Clay Ball. But that's like a 4-hit KO on Anatan. Maybe 5 because of no offense invest. Okay, so there's Neurotoxins. He uses it on the Garunder. I don't have any way to remove that. He actually attacks the Garunder as well, which is kind of weird. Honestly, +8 Anatan, anyone? Are there better plays here? Probably. But it's kind of fun to see. Oh no, my Anatan has to rest. That's fine, it just wants to swap out and get stamina back anyways. It depends on if he's gonna use a water move or a toxic move now. Might just swap in Molgu anyways, get turbo attack off hold. Even if he uses water blade, that's unfortunate, but it's okay. Biggest thing that's a problem for me on this field is going to be the I'll get more damage value on the Cycrocs because of Mucus, but I guess wrong. I should have attacked the Calibus, even if it was only 1.4 times damage. Garunder goes down, but... Oh, I have Adrenaline Shot, so that's funny. Now I can bring in Anatan. He has nothing in the back that wants to take a +8 chains hit. I'm not even gonna double into the slot. If this Nidrasil lives, if it stays in, that's kind of nuts. Next turn I just Mineral Hail. Should take down whatever's left of the Calibus, I hope. I don't see how he can break through the Anatan. He's got no Earth types. And the only way he can force my Piranha and Torturak out is if he kills Molgu, which he has no easy way to do. Faced many blue screen users lately? I've only faced like 2, maybe 3 the entire patch. I've been very lucky. But it's also really rough when I do. I have almost next to no counterplay. I have the Splitter Molgu, but that's about it. Yep, Ninja still goes down. Last 3 games in a row have been Digi blue screen. Oh wow, that's kind of crazy. They get to turn 3, it's over. Yeah, you need enough damage to be able to threaten them before then. But not every team can afford that. Thanks to that Clay Ball on the Yowler earlier, my Anatan outspeeds the Yowler. which is very important in this moment. So the reason I'm swapping in Turok now is I wanted to preserve a little bit. Oh my goodness. He swapped in the Mimit. He predicted me. But now Mimit eats a +8. 8 chains hit. It lives, but not very well. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just trying to think. I don't think there's any issue with me just using Feather Gatling here and swapping to Piranha. Because no matter if he uses, yeah, he uses DNA on Turok, but I'm pretty sure Ice Cubes just finishes off Mimit at this point. Calibus goes down. Feels good to get some revenge on Platt. He's beat me like the last 2 or 3 times we've battled, so GG's. And I believe that was our 2nd win in a row for the daily mission, so that's cool too. No promotion though. Where's he at in rank anyways? Yeah, we're tied. As far as we know. Have you tried or seen the tutorial on Showdown? It was a really long download, so I didn't even do it until I just got home from work today. I opened the thing and... because I just wanted to at least know what people are working with. But it seems like a pretty simple UI. So but I have not seen any of the tutorials, no. I've seen little pictures and short clips that people have posted on little Discord chats. They said Tolkien and Barnshee oddly. He's like Tulkan, and I think I heard it was Barnch. They just don't say Barnshee, it's just Barnch. I don't know. If that's canon pronunciation, I wish they would have helped everyone figure out how to say amphitheater instead of amphater. I know there's a few people who say that. I'm not. Honestly, I would love to see if the correct pronunciation of Pookie is Pookie or Pukey. I really don't like Pukey because it sounds like throwing up. Pookie sounds much better, but it's also it doesn't roll off the tongue as nice. Amphater, like Terminator. It's more like Satyr, which is what it's kind of mixed up. Pew, yeah, pew pew. Yeah, but then it's just literally pukey. Like, oh, I'm feeling kind of pukey. It's not feeling well. It sounds so bad. But that's completely fair. I'm no English major. The pukester. queues are getting a bit longer. As it gets later in the day, it seems like less people are online. Which is a bit weird for me. It's still kind of prime time for US folks, but I guess people could actually have social lives and not be on Temtem. I wouldn't know what that's like. I do. I get out and do stuff. There's actually some shadow puppet show that somebody I know's running tomorrow, so I'm gonna be going to that, and I'm not sure if I'll be back in time for a stream. Maybe a short one. So no guarantee on a stream tomorrow. At the rate we're killing these spreels, though, you might end up burning through 2 radars this week. Oh right, I was gonna put a TV in the mushy so I could get a Luma. Just kind of sad. There's no like Temporium. Is that what they're called? Tem deck. There's no Tem deck on this floor of Omni. Alright, Mushy, you get fed whatever candy I have in excess of, which I'm gonna guess is special attack. Oh my goodness, special def- oh, that's minus though. No, this is both minus. There, you have 1 TV in attack now. Needs to be 1,000 TVs in level 100? Really? Oh. Maybe that was it then. Oops, that cancels matchmaking. That was not something I had heard of. But that's good to know. I guess I can grind that up sometime then, so I can use it. I guess the reason I'm able to use my Sparzi and Tental is because they do have meet those requirements. I was just thinking like it didn't have to be evolved, but max level and max TVs make sense too. So many requirements, but at least like, you can't really complain. At least they added it. Also, I didn't even look at where all the Spreal spawns were before. I'll just hang out at this one now. I really love the orange Lumas. Orange is like my favorite color. So it's awesome that Pookie has one, but Spreal is also orange. And it stays that way. The leech off TVs. I don't know, what does Spreal even give? I can't imagine it's attack. Or HP, it's probably defense. Which I don't really want defense TVs on Mushy. found a match. Maybe I can put a patch on it after this, and then get some XP at least. That's not a bad idea. I'm also now imagining Mushy using Leech. Sure, it's possible in a random block. They're facing Juan again. He keeps switching up his team. I guess he's kind of got a few of them. This is the one I match better into. I think he just bans Mogu. Kinda wanna ban his Earths. But maybe Adoro takes priority. Yeah, whatever. He has to pick Volfi here, otherwise I can pick Anatan. Okay, that's fine by me. Anatan can hit everything remaining for super effective except Auhi. Alright, I guess the Tyrannak not either, but it walls Tyrannak. Auhi can't do a whole lot to it either. Looks like it's special Auhi most likely. Curious what it's going to do turn 1. Its best turn 1 move is Fiery Soul, which it would wake up either of my Tems since it's slower. So now we see the Cernif go down. I guess he was hoping to maybe get Volfi through, but I wasn't going to let him. Render's going to be really nice. Every time in the back it can hit because clay ball coverage. Lots of crystal weeks, so definitely going to pick Tuvain. There's double toxic, which makes me not want to pick Piranhans, even though I have double crystals. I'll pick it, just because I can support my double crystals with H-Slap. And then there's always the threat of energy reserves as well. There's Hypnotist, no surprise. Might be a double rest on his side. He could also pivot around, swap in Garunder and Nesla to get an Aquatic plus Clay Ball off on my Anatan. You swap Diabolos to double screen on your Shook, double screen's cracked. I'm glad at least one of the tips worked out for you. Yeah, double screen is really nice. Almost every single Tem that people run is dual typed. So it's just constant 10% reduction with almost no downside. I mean, Mashuk is honestly fine on this board. You know, whatever. Also went with Jack. I feel like Jack of all trades is awful now, but if it works for you, that's great. Well, until you run into you and your raid boss Zenarith. Yeah, raid boss Zenarith's cool. It doesn't have any form of healing though, which is sad. And also its stamina's awful. Also have 3 monotypes in your team: Poké, Shellant, and Zeno. Yeah, I've got 3 on this one too: Piranha, Cernif, and Molgu. It's cool that we're seeing a lot of different monotypes with uses. There's the Clay Ball. Does about a quarter of my health after the regen tick, so nothing I'm really scared of. And then it just dies here because -2 defense. I stand corrected. Very, very bulky. My Garunder should be faster. I have speed invest in it. Unless he's got more than his, but his seems to be extra bulky. Hypno, probably on the Anatan. But that's fine. Because I'm killing his Garunder with mine. -2 defense, you can't take that even as a resisted hit. You know how many times First Aid Kit Zeno has won games? That's definitely an interesting combo. I used to run Adrenaline Shot Wrecked Farewell before they reworked it, and that was a lot of fun. I feel like not running a stamina item on Zeno is kind of rough. You just have like a ton of stamina invest then. $81 stam. Oh my goodness, that must be like 200 stamina invest. That's kind of nuts. I feel like you could just put that in HP and invest a stamina item, and you'd get just as much value with HP wise as you would get from First Aid Kit. But maybe not. Hello, T-Honey, welcome. The legendary Juan Snow. Yeah, I've run into him a lot tonight. He's kind of swapping between teams. One of them he completely destroys me with. It's an aggro team. This one's more mid-range, and I think I have the advantage. 190 TVs and stamp. Yeah, I figured it was right around 200. Okay, so Garunder dies to the double in now because of the -2 special defense. But that's okay. Speed and special attack, and you're still running First Aid Kit. Very interesting. If it's working, I see no reason to change it. It's probably Pranian's best board. Maybe a high toe onto the Anatan. Yeah. No self-care, unfortunately, because of the Intimidator. Moala goes down to Mineral Hail here. A double gash plus whatever fire move Tyrannak uses will not be enough to take it down. And then getting some chip with Nox Bomb plus 3 Mineral Hail on Tyrannak will be really nice. Probably won't be enough to kill it with a second Nox Bomb, but maybe. There's the damage on Piranha so that I can be in T-Strike range. That's not going to be enough though. Not nearly enough. Oh, bait Tyrannak, interesting. Must be Meteor Swarm, yeah. I still want to say I live. It's hard to say. I think Anatan dies to the Water Blade. I should die to a waste water. Oh, he's gonna kill Piranha over killing Anatan. Very interesting. I guess he just wants a late game with my Tem's weak against Auhi. That makes enough sense. So my Mashuk can take a Psywave, and it'll finish off Tyrannak here, which would be really good. He might just Fiery Soul Anatan instead this turn. He has to be careful though, because I'm actually faster than the Auhi because of the -1 speed from the Clay Ball turn 1. There's Ignis, I knew that was there though. Oh, he Hypnoed who was hoping he was faster, but that's like a no speed invest Auhi, or very little speed invest. I wonder if he's got like Nightmare Feed or something. That would at least give him some sustain, but I still don't think it would be enough. If he used oh, he does have Nightmare Feed. So the Crystal Bite will not kill. And now he has to Fiery Soul my Mashuk. But even then I don't think, or the Anatan I guess also works. If he Fiery Souled Anatan to killed, he would have got Ignis proc. Mashuk he would reduce the damage, but it wasn't enough. So GG's won. We balanced out our win rate for the day. That's pretty good. Maybe play 1, possibly 2 more. And then that'll probably be it from me. Still not re-promoted though. Unfortunate. Camaraderie. I forgot that was a trait. I don't think... Actually, yeah, I was gonna throw my Mushy on the team. I'm gonna leave the Arachnite here though, just because it's my best thing for catching. Did I queue up again? No, I didn't. Ah, I was... Just one more level. And time to go look up the Temtem wiki. Just to see what kind of TVs this real gives. I'm pretty sure it's defense. Oh, it's 1 HP, 1 defense. Well, we got a match against Chaotico. Oh, he's running the Piranha now. That's so cool. I have an inkling that this is a speed invested Grumper with the double mentals for slowdown. This is actually a really threatening team. There's a lot of offensive scaling and things I just don't want to deal with. Or can't effectively deal with. I think Cerny is getting banned almost certainly. I think I have to ban the Grumper. Oh no, I have to ban the... Yeah. He's got triple. He's got 5 digi weeks and only 2 digi counters. This is an insta FF into digi aggro teams. Yeah, he has to ban my digi. Same as you, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised we're not seeing more people running digi teams because redirection got reworked with almost no compensation. I guess hacked microchip changes are a little hit. I really don't see much that he has to deal with Piranha at Cernif lead. Maybe this Alhi has Nox Bomb and it's giving up one of its better moves for coverage. Alhi has so many good moves. P-Jab, Helicopter Kick, Turbine, Feather Gatling, Nox Bomb. It's also got more interesting support options. It's got like 5 PPH, Energy Manip. I don't know what kind of Osakai this is. If it's a stall Osakai, that could be bad. Toughen would ruin me. Oh, he's really good, more than you expected. Maybe on a team that can utilize them more rather than being an extra thought after it being built, because when I tried to slot him in earlier, it did not help much. If 2 Vine go down. It's looking like I'm gonna ban one of the mentals then. Yeah, maybe not. I think I'm just gonna ban the Osakai. I really don't want to risk it being toughen stall. I would insta lose then. If he picks a Piranha tier, then Garunder deals with it. If he picks Valier, then Anatan deals with it. Grumper's currently the biggest threat on this team. I have 3 Tems that can deal with it though. I just have to figure out what I'm doing with this lead. Because I could swap in Garunder into one of these 2 slots. Would probably be the Cernif slot since Cernif's more important. Get a turbo off. That's true, yeah. Let's see. I think Alhi is the bigger problem, so I'm gonna Cold Geyser and then swap to Garunder. Piranha only deals with Grumper effectively. Cernif deals with Grumper and the opposing Piranha. That's why it's more important here. He swaps the Alhi. Grumper? I knew that wasn't gonna happen. This is fine though. They fixed the gear view bug? Yep. They had a hotfix patch. Seemed like something they were able to fix client side. Or whatever. Server side. So, it's no longer an issue. Honestly, thought you got the open info thing when you saw that. Yeah. I actually see an attack on the Piranhans. My Piranhant is faster than his. That's very, very good information. He's using Nox Bomb, so I'm knocked into energy reserves and first aid kit now. Grandpa goes down. Maybe somebody spectating over there. I'm not familiar with that hairstyle. I can't see the rest of the outfit either. This is a really strong board for me. If it's not a speed invested Grumper, thank you, Felix, for the follow. If it's not a speed invested Grumper, then Piranha can one-shot it with Cold Geyser now. And I don't have Paizo, but I can at least threaten it on the other 2 slots. So he doesn't want to swap those in either. He's bringing in Barnshee. I guess he's going to hope he's faster and can kill with a beta. Which is very fair. Maybe he's got Ice Cubes on his own Piranha and he'll just double into mine. I'm going to Cold Geyser on the opposing Barnshee. Oh, somebody's in like a Link outfit over there. I don't think he's really got no way he can kill Garunder, so I'm actually just gonna beef up here. Because I know if I just attack this Piranha until we get knocked into energy reserves, and that would actually be worse for me. Oh, you're a Link? Beta Burst does not take Piranha down. Everyone's popping in. I think that's Senpai over there now in the mummy face. I mean, Cernave can pretty much clean up this game. I'm just gonna try and beat down this Alhi. Garunder probably dies to the Dust Vortex, unfortunately. I really wasn't expecting Helicopter Kick to do that much. Oh, the speed invest I put in my Garunder was enough. Oh no, Alhi lives on 1 health. Oh, that's so sad. Well, those are 2 Temtem Anatan was good and 2 gone. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried. I just helicopter and water cutting here, and there's almost nothing he can do. Even if he like turbine sludge gifts or something. Is AYX the first person? He could be. Knows about my stream though. He could pop in here. Maybe he's like double spectating or something. And Oshi on the Cernave. Cernave's defense is insane, so it's not going to do too much for how strong of a move that is, Bruiser War Drum. Bait Grumper. It's a good item. Prevents sleep and allows it to swap into earths or fires and toxics without getting the statuses they bring. I'm just gonna play it safe. Time to bring in Anatan. It's a very bulky Piranha. I just didn't want to knock it into energy reserves before I was ready to deal with it. Because water cutting would have done that, and it could have gotten like a really hard-hitting Nox Bomb off. Now this will only do like 200, 250. Oh, not even 150. Guess it is high bulk invest. GG's Chaotico. I love to see another Piranhans. I don't know why there's an F next to the 4 wins. Just pretend you didn't see that. Voldemort, thank you for the follow. It's now or never. Yeah, I mean, I could have brought in Anatan. It was more like, because I had Anatan in the back, it forced him to sack the 2 Tems that weren't weak to Cernif, so that I was able to force him. Oh shoot! Well, she's already getting XP. No, bad mushy. Gear. And so once the 2 Tems that didn't resist Cernif were gone, it was able to just finish off the game. Spadef, stamina. Get there eventually. Soft. There we go. Yeah, I have to remember to queue up. Yeah, I actually hit Diamond a few streams ago. I was Diamond 3 after like a win early on in the stream, and then fell out of it because I went on a bad loss streak. Haven't been able to get back up though. The TMR wins and losses, I feel like you lose more early on in the season when everyone's closer in TMR. But I could be wrong. I'm actually not sure where I rank compared to everyone else. I think I'm a little higher up. Because Lore Weaver said he looked around for everyone who was in Diamond and there was only like 15 or something. And I was one of them. There's less than 32 diamonds still? Yeah. I feel like part of that might be due to a lot of players dropping the game. Or at least waiting until we get the blue screen fix. That still seems kind of low. I hope we get a lot of players that rise through the ranks from Temtem Showdown. That'd be really cool. ZV killing half everyone. I'm glad I haven't run into him past the Blue Friday tournament. I would have loved to run into him when I was running counters to blue screen, but now I mean, I could run like Matcha on my Garunder for a better counter. But other than that, I got nothing. You don't stream on around this time? I've seen him stream around this time. Sometimes he's even hopped into the streams. To my streams. He was on earlier though, I saw him streaming. But I was at work still, so didn't have to worry about it. He's crazy. I have no idea what time zones everyone is in. 6 AM on a workday? Oh, that is nuts. I mean, I guess if you were to go to sleep right after work and just get your sleep then, and then stay up for the rest of the day. EU, yeah, that's pretty nuts. Anyone who can pull that off is really impressive, but it's not a skill I have. Not something I can personally recommend either, but I'm no doctor. It'll probably be my last match, this one. I'm getting kind of tired. 10 games a day is pretty solid, though. If I can get that many in consistently, that's pretty good, I'd say. Even win rate for the day, it's not great, but bringing it back from how, like, we were like 1 and 4, that's pretty good. Garender I've been liking. Turok, not so much. Turok really hasn't done much for me. So I might end up swapping that out for something else. Only game it was really good was against Plat with the toxic spam. But now that I have Garender, that's another counter to Toxic, so maybe I don't even need a second wind. I can just pick double Toxic or Crystal. What's the idea behind my team? It's a lot of defense debuff, because I have H-Slap on Piranhians with double Crystals, and I have P-Jab on Mashuk, and everything's slower than Mashuk. The Garender I've got beef up, it also provides Faraday synergy for Molgu, just like Mashuk does. I have like offensive scaling with energy reserves and settling on these two. And a heat up possibility on Anatan. So it's just a bulky bruiser team really. I cancelled matchmaking, I guess. You can't even click on the team. How's Neef doing? Sir Neef is awesome. Its attack stat is on the weaker end for sure. But it's a defensive wall, and it's like it does everything you could want a Nature Tem to do, essentially. Metal Dagger's kind of nice for it too. It's a low stam option that it can use, and with Sweatband it costs almost 0 stamina. I mean, I really like the Molgu, Mashuk, Tuvine, Piranhiant, and Sernif. Those 5 are really good core I've got. The other 3 I'm still kind of playing around with. I like Anatan because it just walls so many popular Tems. And if it's not dealt with, it can just scale and completely ruin games. But the fact that it can't do anything against Earth types and it's so slow is a big detriment. Like, there's a lot of Nestlas running around, and it's like, it's a Crystal type, I want to run it into Nestla, but then it just dies to a Water Blade Aquatic Whirlwind before it even gets C-Bite off hold and on the Nestla. But it's like having a second Crystal for the H-Slap synergy was kind of the goal. The other option would be like Chimerian. But I would have to put a lot more speed in my Piranhian for that. Might still be something I give a try before the Invitational though, just to see if it works out. You seeing a lot of chims? Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of fires around anymore because Hellfire got gutted. Plus, this is like the most waters I've seen in a meta ever. So fires are really not having fun. But that's really good for Chim. So, plus melees aren't super popular, I feel like, just because there's a lot of, at least the threat of Digi-Aggro around. You like the points options? Good, I'm glad. I put some thought into it. I was trying to think of like what some other ones might be. I was thinking having like a cheaper option of play a game with one of the teams that I played during the week, or a team code I've made before. That way if somebody really likes a team I made but I didn't play enough, or they want to see me play another game with it or something. I don't know. Master Ra's doing more mono teams. He's moving away from... nature, fire, and water, and expanding into earth. That's cool. I gave an earth mono a try. It was actually really fun. I think I even had a positive win rate. I was. I didn't think it was gonna work nearly as well, but it was. We got our match. This will be the last match today. Let's make it a win, or do our best. We're facing Blaine. Double E Custodian. Interesting. Raikin with only one neutral synergy. It's worth mentioning there are 5 monotypes on this team. A Tutsu with no other wins or melees, possibly Contemplation. By possibly, I mean it's very likely. I think I banned the Tatteru since I don't have any mentals and I don't want to deal with Rage Shween shenanigans. I have options for Shween, not so much for Tatteru. Ban Turok. If that makes sense, he's got triple Earth Week. I think I just pick Mashuk. I know he's got both Pocus and Tutsu, but I have Mulgu available to threaten them. And the only... he'd have to either pick Shween or Ragnet. Neither of which can offer a double in to the Mashuk that can kill it. So I would be able to get a P-Jab Faraday onto the Pocus and just remove it from existence. Should be super nice. Even if Mashuk dies, that's still a good trade in my favor, I think. And maybe not, I have so many things that hit it in the back. I see little reason not to go for it, though. He bans my Cernif, that's very interesting. No, I was gonna say, because he's got a Hazoret and a Raikin in the back still. Yeah, I want Piranha for sure this game. I think I'm gonna avoid Anatan, because it gets walled by Raikin and Zyzer. Cernif can at least hit like Shween, and it's a defensive wall for... It'll wall Ragnet as well. It does good damage to Tutsu. Even if it's got Nox Bomb, Cernif can take 2 of those. Easy. If it's Contemplation, that might throw things off a little bit, but I think we're still alright. So we forced him into 4 monotypes. He really doesn't have a lot of options. It'll be interesting to see if this Zyzer has redirection device. I've not seen new redirection device used actually, so it'll be super interesting to see. Could very well just swap the Pocus as well. I have counters. I have 2 Vine in the back, so I'm not too afraid of it if he does that. Nothing wants to take a P-Jab Faraday Cage. And then Zyzer alone can't threaten anything. He stays in. I guess he's just gonna double in. I didn't see rested, but I could be blind and just missed. So the very, very low chance that I can live the Stone Ball. But Pocus is dead, so we're good. Oh, well, I live the Stone Ball. That looked like rested damage. It must have been. I must have missed it. I'm expecting Raikin to come in here to try and get the Quetzal kill on Mashuk. I think I actually live though. We see Ragnitz. I'm not afraid of Zyzer, I got Piranha to Serenief to deal with that. I don't know what's holding bait. I see a piercing wheel. It allowed speed Molgu, but not Mashuk. Unless this Ragna has speed invest, it does not. Maybe we'll see just a rock fall. Yep, rock fall and E-punch. Makes sense. Just to cover. So why did that Zyzer pronunciation catch you off guard? I'm not sure. I don't even notice how I'm saying it. Is this Zare? Zyzer? Guess I need to say so. They need to mention it in the YouTube tutorials for Showdown. Then we'll figure it out. So Piranha is more valuable here for me. So I'm going to bring in Serenief. I think he's actually just going to... Actually... If I bring in Piranha here and just water cutting synergy the Ragnit, he's got nothing he can do. Zizar? I've heard all three pronunciations. This is just the one I landed on. Zyzer. How do y'all pronounce Nidrasil? Nidrasil? See Piercing Willow on the Serenief. Get the defense drop. I'm glad that was on Serenief and not Piranha. Piranha's way more important to me this game. Zizzer? Like scissors? That is what I have not heard before. That's really goofy. I'm just gonna double into the Zizzer slot so that it goes down and then I can bring Raiken on the field. Yeah, he's got to deal with Piranhans. If he knocks me into energy reserves, I'll be able to kill Raiken in one hit, which would be super nice. Zizar? Zizair? Get a little settling boost. I don't think there's any move this Raiken can click that would put Piranha in range to die to a Nox Bomb. I'm actually just gonna Pedal Dagger the Tutsu as well, just in case. Oh, Haito, that's a smart move. I didn't even consider that one. Oh, Serenief living on 2 health. I did not catch how much. How much Nox Bomb did. Oh no. The Tutsu's faster than my Piranhans anyways, with ice cubes. Um, yeah, I really wish I clicked Cold Geyser there. No rush. I have no idea why he didn't. Maybe he doesn't have Adrenaline Shot and realized he needs Riken to win this late game. So I just have to make sure that this Riken dies. Q2 will OX, so I can deal with it next turn with whatever. I'm not sure who's got the higher base speed, if it's Tuvine or Riken. I want to say it's Riken. I have bait, so I'm not really worried about that. I outspeed anyways. Not sure what he clicked. He still refuses to click Rush. He could have killed 3 of my Tems with Rush. The Cerny, Mashuk, and Piranians. So... GG's. Actually, but Rush was off hold, right? I forgot I had a hold even for a second. But I think the Riken had already been in for a turn. Darn, still no promotion. Very unfortunate, but that's okay. End in the day 6-4. That's pretty good way to end. And able to end on a win too. So that's really cool. So I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I do have something I'll be going to, oh, he messaged me. This is the biggest fluke first aid kit I've ever seen. GG. I don't know about fluke. No points for a team review, trying to make me stall out the stream longer. It's like I don't know the correct response to this. My Piranha survives. It's a high defense Tem and he's using a non-stab Nox bomb. Hello, nice rush. Yeah, that's a good point. Just respond. I don't like being toxic, okay? I'd rather give somebody genuinely good advice, even if they take it as an insult. It's not my fault. I mean, if he had a shot there and rush, he probably would have won. But yeah, so too good for this world. I'd rather. I don't want to be a controversial streamer. I want to be somebody anyone can enjoy watching. And if I start making the few people that play this game angry, that only causes issues rather than helps anyone. I have plans tomorrow night, so I don't know if I'm going to be streaming. Maybe a short stream late at night. But thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. All the new follows and even my first subscriber today. I do actually see somebody is streaming Temtem Showdown. So we're going to go raid them. It's somebody I'm not familiar with. But just in case you guys want some more comp content, it looks like there is some available. I gotta get their name right though. Yes, you all have a good night as well. Should probably set up the raids before I do my outros next time. Because there's like a delay before I can actually send everyone over. But thank you guys so much for the support. I look forward to seeing you guys next time.